Okay, in another video that I did, I showed you guys how to clean the knee pads. And these knee pads, they do come clean if you do it on a regular basis. If you let it build up, they're going to be really hard to clean. So what a lot of guys do is they take these off and they throw them away. And you don't really have to do that if you can keep them clean. Another thing you can do too is once they start to wear out, you can kind of flip-flop them, meaning you can switch them. Say for instance this one right here, I don't know if you noticed, this is considered the right knee pad. The way it's built, it goes on the right side, and you can't really put it on the left side. If you do it, you're going to be uncomfortable. But if you notice right here, see how it's wearing out right here? And that's from pivoting on my knee when I'm working. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to take these off and we're going to switch them over to the other knee pad here. So the right's going to become the left side. And you can do that because of the way it's shaped. You can put it on either side. And the same thing with these little pads here. They call them sweat pads or whatever. And these get kind of nasty after a while. You can take these off and clean them in the washer, or you can replace them. A lot of guys, what they'll do is they just replace this, they replace that, and that's it. You can take these off and wash them. You can take these off and clean them. You can rotate them. You can do a lot of things to save money. And in this case today, these have already been washed a couple times, so I'm going to throw these away, and I'm going to put new ones on, and then I'm going to rotate these skins. And these are actually a second set of knee pads I have. These are my demo ones that I use for, patching and stuff like that. And then I have another pair I use for install, which are a little newer, a little cleaner. So today I'm gonna just do these for now. And the way these work is these skins do come off. They have little screws, and there's 6 of them. There's 2 on the top, 2 on the side, 2 on the bottom. And then this thing right here is what wraps over this right here. And it's easier to put these on when these are off right here. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put these on. It goes like this. And the way you know you have it right is there's 2 different tabs there, and there's a bigger opening here and a smaller one here. So I usually start by putting them on to this big side right here, and then I wrap it around here and I put it on the small side. It's got Velcro which holds it in place. You see how square it is? And if you take it over here and you just pull it to this side, it's gonna be the same exact thing, and it's gonna fit the same way. And you just pull it tight. And also check this side again, make sure it's still tight. Okay. And a nice fit there, and then these right here wrap over the top. Like that, see? The Velcro. Right there, and then these wrap over the side. So as you take them off, you'll see how they go on. Just the reverse. And these wrap over here. Just make sure you got everything straight. You'll know if it's not straight when you can't see the holes to put the screws in. That's when you know you're not straight. Once you put the skin on it, it kind of holds it in place a little better too. Alright, so that's our pad. That's where our knee goes. It's nice and clean, see? And then this one right here, as I was saying earlier, is the right side. Okay, this was the old right side one. Now I'm going to take the one from the right side, put it over here. I'm going to take the left side one. And now, see my wear mark? It's on the other side. See that? So now, what I like to do is get the sides in first, just to kind of hold it in place. See what it does? It even goes through this buckle part right here. Right? Just you do it by hand first. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to strip these things, because this is your base right here. See, it's plastic. So if you strip it, you end up having to get these new. And by the way, you can even change out these pads too. It's got a little zip tie right there. You can cut that off and redo those, but these are still in good shape. No reason to take those out. These are a really good knee pad. For years, I bought cheap ones and just threw them away. And there was a time where I didn't even wear knee pads. Trying to be a tough guy. I ended up getting bursitis in my knee. It swelled up like a softball. It's pretty serious pain. Never want to go through that again. What I do is I don't like to tighten them all the way down, just in case I gotta move them a little bit here and there. Just kind of get them in by hand. One thing I was taught too about threading a screw is if you're having to force it, there's something wrong. Maybe going in crooked. So I always start it by hand. Sometimes it's even good to just to get the thread in there to go backwards a little bit until you feel it fall in, and then you go forward. So I'm just getting them all by hand for now. I don't know if you can see right there, but you see how I can see the hole? You can see the hole there. That's a good sign. This is so nice to have these things clean. They do smell after a while because of your sweat. Of course, you can spray them with Febreze and all that stuff, but it's still nice to have clean knee pads. Let's see here. It's kind of cold this morning. My hands are frozen. I'm going to use a screwdriver on this one. That's pretty much it. I got all my screws in. Still got to tighten them down, but I just want to show you what I did here. See? And now I have the wear mark on the right side. So all my new wear marks are going to be right here. So eventually that'll wear down even with that one. I probably changed them a little too soon. I had some other ones that I'll show you real quick. They're these over here. These are my old ones that I took off. I could have rotated these, but I just happen to have these ready, so I went ahead and did that. And these are actually I replaced, and I put a new pair on, because to be honest, I didn't even think about rotating them at the time. I just figured these are worn out, so I kind of put these aside. And I haven't cleaned them or anything, but these are very easy to clean. All you got to do is kind of soak them a little bit. You know, spray some Simple Green on them, soak them a little bit, and get all the dirt off. And then we use the solvent. I look for that other video that I have, and then the skin itself is kind of like this marmoleum right here. You know, it's got this smooth layer here, and then see how it's a through body. It's almost like that, see, and it's got the netting on the back. And if you look at it and see the wear layer, it's just kind of, it's a pretty good product, you know. But yeah, so there's no reason to waste money if you don't have to, when you can do something like this.